So I'm going to do a quick short here on why I love to do anti-inflammatory herbs and a diet. And that is because of the severe DIBS and also fibromyalgia and degenerative disease. My body likes to inflame itself. So I have an article here, which I'm going to show you right here too as well. WebMD put what to know about digestive bitters. So bitter foods like dandelion, leaves, dandelion roots, all that, they're all bitter. And the bitterness is what helps aid in digestion. Digestive bitters are herbs that taste better. They are often used in traditional Chinese medicine. People have used herbs as medicine for a long time in lots of different cultures. Bitter and bitter cocktails are widely used in the 17th century when a doctor named George Cheyenne started treating gout with a light diet, a lot of fluids, and he called his digestive bitters a remedy. So it quickly became popular and was sold for all kinds of health problems, okay? How it works. People use herbs to help with digestion, okay? Herbs like peppermint, ginger ease gas, stomach cramping, and nausea. They are also used to relieve irritable bowel syndrome. Now, these are just some of the herbs that I take, ginger root and turmeric, to do that. I prefer the woods. I am working towards getting things out of my own woods. Raspberry tea, mullein. Big one seems to be dandelions and raspberry tea, which the bitterness is horrible when you got to chew on the leaves and stuff, and I'm trying to come up with a better way to cook them, but anyway. So let's continue on. It states digestive bitters specifically are said to help digestion because of the bitter taste. They stimulate your taste buds, which signal different activities in your digestive system to start making more saliva. However, it's not fully clear how digestive bitters work, okay? But there's many benefits to this. It helps with diabetes, eases appetite, makes you feel more positive, helps with saliva intake, and releases gastric juice, which is what your tummy wants to work a little harder. It's kind of on vacation, so let's boot it up. So another thing you really need to be careful on, which is something that I have to watch, is the risk of digestive bitters, especially if you're herbing out in the woods. And one of them is the risk of poisonous herbs, because poisonous herbs are bitter. So you have to be very careful on how you learn about this. It takes time. And right now I'm new, so I'm sticking with the dandelions. You also have to keep in mind that some herbs can interact with medication, so you have to be careful on that as well. Some herbs might not be safe for health conditions like epilepsy, kidney disease, liver disease, low blood pressure, and bleeding disorders. So like my little friend turmeric here, I gotta be careful. I'm on blood pressure medication, so usually I take my blood pressure medication at night. So this little guy gets taken in the morning when I'm eating my eggs with some pepper on, because pepper helps kind of activate this. And when I do have a tummy upset, I like the ginger root because it is a very soothing herb for your tum-tum. I wish I could grow the plants for these, which I might consider later, but I'm kind of new at this. So this is a whole new route for me, learning how to aid my digestion and my body so I quit poofing up like a puffer fish. It's like a lemony, fruity, well, I don't want to say fruity, but bitter. So good for aiding in digestion, but you don't want to eat too much of it, because you will get the poopers. So to dry them, usually for these, I bundle them up into a batch that I feel is fairly thick but not too thick. So I kind of go through and pick out and then make a nice wholesome ball amount here. So this is a fairly good amount but airy enough to dry. I'll cut a string about this long, okay? And I try to get it just below the roots, so that way they'll dry good, but I'm not planning on using the roots with this. I just want to dry it for herbs and stuff to add into my eggs and things like that. So I give it a good tie, and then I loop the top because I want that little bit of lip, so when I hang it, it holds. Now if you look here, I have a drying rack, and if you look closely, the little loop, this knot, is what is going to hook up there. So trying to make it so you can see me hanging it. So you'll see I try to evenly distribute them, and I just open the pinchers and then hang it up. And that's it. And as you can see, these are about 2 weeks along, and these I just got a few days ago. But this heat pump I have in the house gives out cool and warm, dry air. Plus, keep in mind the moisture is low here. There's not a lot of sunlight because I don't want the sunlight to take the vitamin value out of it. But this is how I find drying them, best. They dry fairly quickly. You can hear the crunchy in this already. And this has only been about a week. So, and then as you can see, I have my mullein drying in here too yet. So, then every day I come here and I bang this bag, this beach bag, and the leaves curl themselves and dry. And the rope I used to hang with, it's kind of like a waxy rope. Believe it or not, it's called hemp rope. It's made out of hemp. So a natural plant makes this rope, and that's what I hang the herbs with. You have to check to make sure it doesn't mess with your medications and it's not something you're allergic to. And even when Google says it's okay, check it 3 or 4 times. Look up the plant, see what it's about before even tasting it. I like to smell and check out the plant, get to know what it is first. So anyway, that's all I have, and I just want to tell you, make sure you talk to your doctor before deciding to go this route. I'm going this route because the medications that they want to give me for my fibromyalgia and my degenerative disease are more of a health risk than the herbs. So, and doctors today, they don't push the herbs. They don't push natural medications. There was no mention of raspberry tea or dandelions, which is, you can get them even at Walmart now, I'm told. So it's frustrating because they want to make a profit, and you're your own doctor in some ways. I mean, always keep your doctor informed, but be careful. And this is the route I'm going. You may choose a different route, or you may not like what I'm doing, and that's fine too. So that's all I have today. You guys have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.